Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inspirational by Marie. Thank you all for joining. You are welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, depending on what time you're watching this video. Thank you for joining. Today, we have an interesting topic, and we're going to be speaking about feeling lonely and sad. But before we get into the video, I would love if you all would click that subscribe button and press the notification bell so that when I post videos, you'll be the first person to see me. I would also love you all to thumbs up. If you like anything I'm saying in this video, if you like my earrings, if you like my hair, if you like my makeup, whatever it is that you like, please hit that thumbs up. Also comment. You guys have been so awesome. The engagement, just speaking to you guys, it's really been so uplifting and it's just been so fun, to be honest. Please comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. I want to engage with you guys. Let's talk. Also, if you would like me to discuss any topics in the future, comment down below and I'll be sure to address those things. So guys, thank you so much. Share the video. If you feel like this message is going to bless you, or if you feel like it has blessed you, or if you feel like it has encouraged you, sharing is caring. Let's look after our brother or our sister. Let's share the message. Let's keep those positive vibes flowing. All right, guys, let's get into this video. So like I said, we're going to be discussing feeling sad and feeling lonely, or feeling lonely and feeling sad. And this is definitely a topic that we'll all be able to relate to, because I'm sure that everybody has been through this emotion before. You might even be watching this video now and you may be feeling lonely and you may be feeling sad, or it might have been yesterday that you were feeling this way. And to be honest, I'm sure we'll all feel like that at some point of our in some point of our lives. So definitely, let's talk about this. Let's be transparent and let's just be honest. This video is to inspire and encourage. It's never to put anybody down. It's never to make people feel alone. It's about us being together. It's about us being one. It's about us being a family. It's about us really looking out for one another. I want to just say that there are definitely different durations and degrees, of feeling lonely and sad. And for this reason, I want us to understand that this is a time for us to just know that really, if you need to seek for medical advice or support, then please do so, because it's important that we look after ourselves and really get the support and the help that is needed for us. So please, if you feel like you're somebody who has been in a state of loneliness or sadness for a very long time, or you feel like you can't cope, please seek for help, advice, support. All right, guys, thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to speak about some ways in which we can cope with feeling sad and cope with feeling lonely. It's natural. It's natural to feel sad. It's natural to feel lonely. It's natural to have some emotions that, we just have as human beings. It's not out of the ordinary. Because to be honest with you, if you receive bad news or you're disappointed about something, you're definitely going to feel sad. For example, if you're waiting on a job and they come back to you and say you didn't get it, your automatic emotion will probably be that you're feeling sad about that, because you're obviously disappointed that you didn't get it. Or I remember when I used to do my driving test and I failed and I failed again and I failed again. And I always used to feel so down and sad after. I couldn't really speak to people that day. I would tell my mum and then that would be it. And I just want to switch off because I just felt so upset. So definitely there will be things in our lives that we'll go through that we will feel sad. And another example, if somebody close to you, your friends, or even watching TV and someone is experiencing a sad emotion, we as human beings, sometimes we naturally feel that empathy for that person. You feel the sadness with that person. And it's just natural to feel like that, you know. So I want us to bear in mind that it is natural to feel sad, okay? So ways to cope if you're feeling lonely and sad. You can join groups. This is a way, it's a good way. You can join groups, you can meet new people if you're feeling lonely and sad. um some community groups, sewing groups, gardening groups, dancing groups. There's many, depending on what your thing is. There are many ways. Now I know and I understand that currently we are going through lockdown and a lot of things are not open and we're all keeping safe. So right now probably isn't the best time to apply that. However, we can also use social media platforms. We can use things like Skype, things like Zoom, things like House Party, things like FaceTime, just different means of communication. Instagram, there are many ways. WhatsApp, that you can join these groups, Facebook groups. You know, there are many ways that you can use to interact with people and have that social interaction still, even though you're not physically with a person. So join some groups, guys, that you feel are suited for you, and just see where it goes from there. Let me just quickly say this before we go even further. Be safe even when it comes to joining groups and when it comes to like meeting new people online. You know, keep yourself safe and be just keep yourself safe. Just try not to mingle, interact with people that can take advantage of you, or you know what I mean. So just be safe on that aspect of things when it comes to meeting people online. Okay, so you can make friends also. This is still a time to make friends. Whether or not we're on lockdown or just even in general, make new friends. If you like somebody, or you know, you have something in common, that can be a new friend of yours. So make new friends, okay, guys? Let's be friendly. You know, the Bible speaks about, in order to attain friendship, you have to show yourself as a friendly person. So if you want to make new friends, be friendly, be a friendly person. Smile. You know, when you see people smile in the morning, smile in the evening, or smile in the afternoon, smile whenever you can. Let people know that you are approachable. So these are ways that we make new friends. And then these are ways that we probably will feel less lonely and will feel less sad. All right. So also support groups. So whatever it is that you're going through in your life, whatever it is that you feel like you need more support in, people that are like-minded. It's good to be around people that are like-minded, people that can connect with you, people that can engage with you, people that can understand the level that you're at, whatever that is. There's reasons why people have support groups. So if we're thinking of things like overcoming an addiction, for example, you know, people have a lot of groups for these things, whereby there's other people that are recovering and they can share the same, I guess, experience and journey together. So have some support groups. If you say you like, if you say you like, let's say, dancing, this is kind of going back to like join groups, but join a dancing group. Like there's ways to avoid feeling lonely. So kind of like, can I say, it's like a way of kind of like being around people that are kind of interested in the things that you're interested in. It can kind of make you feel less lonely and less sad. Just enjoy the experience and enjoy life. All right. Also, stepping out of your comfort zone. So stepping out of your comfort zone, sometimes it can be difficult to, I guess, embrace new things and changes. A lot of people say they don't like change and they don't like things like even starting a new job. It's like, oh gosh. But stepping out of your comfort zone can sometimes help you feel less not feel lonely, or feel less sad. You know, we can do things and really like have a different experience. Because have you ever noticed, when you step out of your comfort zone and you think, oh my gosh, I will never do that, when you actually do it and accomplish that, you feel like $1,000,000. You're like, oh my gosh, it really boosts your confidence. And when you're really boosted from the inside, you will tend to feel less sad. I think it starts to eliminate those feelings of sadness when you start to do things that kind of encourage and support your self-esteem and self-confidence. So bear that in mind, guys, stepping out of your comfort zone. Also, check up on people. Contact people that you haven't heard from. Contact people that you know, I know, like, if you're feeling lonely right now and you're feeling sad, you're probably thinking, why do I need to contact somebody? Somebody should be contacting me. I don't have time for that. No, 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 no. Which I get it. I do get that. However, when you help somebody, sometimes you help yourself in return. So if you're having a bad day and you send a positive message to somebody, or positive encouraging word to somebody else, you will feel better. And I often say that, praying for somebody else is like you're praying for yourself. People might be like, oh, what's the problem? Why do I have to pray for that person? I need to be praying for myself. When you pray for somebody else, you're praying for yourself in return. It's like an investment, basically. So just because you're feeling sad and lonely doesn't necessarily mean that you can't reach out to somebody, because I believe that you can actually feel better about it. But you won't know until you try, guys. So you've got to try it out, okay? So try that. Try and reach out to somebody even though you are in that state. And let's see what happens from there. Next point. Okay, so I said that already. So having a routine. This is also good. Keeping busy. Having a routine, doing things. It kind of shifts your mind from your current state. And if that is loneliness and if that is sadness, when you keep busy and you have a routine, your mind shifts from what you're really thinking, and the thoughts that are absorbing your mind, which are causing you to feel lonely or causing you to feel sad. These are things that, if you have a routine, it kind of eliminates that feeling. It has a higher chance in eliminating that feeling, because you're doing something. You know that at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, this is what I'm going to do. 3 in the afternoon, this is what I'm going to do. 6 in the evening, this is what I'm going to do. So you've got to see that there's a pattern here. So it kind of eliminates you from sitting in that state of feeling lonely or sad. Next point, guys. Acknowledge why you are feeling lonely and why you are feeling sad. So you want to acknowledge the reason for this. Is it something that is it a pattern? Is it something that somebody keeps saying? Or is it something that you keep reminding yourself of? What is causing you to feel lonely and sad? Where did this come from? What day did this start? Retrace your thoughts so we can understand and identify if it's a pattern, or if it's something that has just occurred because of an incident. Like I said, it is normal to feel sadness and to feel lonely at times. It is normal. These are emotions that we as human beings will experience. So we should identify why we're feeling like that. Sometimes we just are having a bad... Have you ever heard that saying, like, I think I woke up on the wrong side of the bed? There is a saying like that, and it just means that you're just not in the mood today. And what I would say is, I'm a Christian, and I know a lot of you that are watching me are Christians, and whatever you are, whoever you are, but this is just what I do myself. So when I'm feeling down, or I'm feeling lonely, or I'm feeling sad, I like to really also pray about my emotions. I like to speak about my emotions. There was a saying, and it always stuck with me, but it's saying that instead of, I'm just paraphrasing, but what it is that instead of burying your emotions, speak about your emotions with God. Speak about the pain. Speak about the loneliness. Speak about the sadness. Speak about the disappointment that you're experiencing. So don't just bottle it up, but speak and confess it out to God. And these are ways that I believe will eliminate that feeling of loneliness and sadness. There are many scriptures also that back up and that can encourage us through times like this, to know that you're not actually alone. The Bible speaks about, the Lord will never leave nor will he forsake you. So God will never leave nor will he forsake you. He's always with us. The Bible says that even if your mother or father abandon you, the Lord will take you in. the Bible speaks about he is with us, I am with you. He's always with us. He's been with us from the beginning of time. So I want us to always bear that in mind, that God is always with us. Whatever we're going through, even if you can't feel him, he's there, he's with us. So if you speak to him and you speak about your emotions with him, God will help you. He will help you through that time of loneliness and sadness. If you tell him, he's also a comforter. God is a comforter. He's that person that, he understands as well. He understands. We have a God that understands our emotions. So this is what I want us to all bear in mind, that you're not alone. God is with you. He will never leave, nor will he forsake you. All right? So so let's just think about what it is that's causing us those emotions. What's causing us to feel lonely? What's causing us to feel sad? Let's see if we can either cope with them, or let's see if we can either avoid them. There are some people or some things in our lives, or some experiences in our lives, that we no longer have to be a part of. If it's causing us loneliness or sadness, and it's causing us certain emotions, now there are some things that we'll have to cope with and think of coping strategies to overcome some certain things. But I do believe that the end of a thing is better than its beginning, and I believe that there's nothing that is impossible for God. So I just want us to all know that if you are in a state of loneliness or sadness, best believe that God is with you, and just speak to him and keep pouring out your heart to him and let him pour his love into you. And then I believe that we'll be able to overcome. Now, research does tell us, I'm just going to move on now, that, when you have medical support and medical advice and support, and you also have like your family or friends as support, it is very effective. I believe is stronger that way. So you should, and that's what research tells us anyway. So if you are getting medical support, still look around you and still look at other things, like the things I've just said, like support groups, making friends, joining groups, all of those things will also add in your, I would say, your overcoming journey, or your journey to overcoming, because you will overcome. And I definitely believe that, guys. We're going to all encourage ourselves, and we're going to support ourselves. All right, let me continue going. Okay, so reaching out to people first. So we should also be reaching out first to people. It kind of links with the checking up on people as well, but sometimes don't wait for somebody to message you first, but you be the first person to message that person. Be the person to, be the change that you want to see. Let's reach out to people. Let's check up on people. Let's, because the thing is, when it comes to sadness, there's one thing that I do know, that a lot of people may be sad, but cover up that sadness with a smile on their face, which is a lot of us. I do that sometimes. Like, you can imagine, like, hearing or receiving bad news, and you've got to like chair a meeting. There'll be times I've received bad news and I'm at work or I'm working and I've got to chair a meeting, and I'm like, I want to be crying right now. I don't want to chair any meeting right now. I'm upset and I'm sad. I want to go home. But I've got to put on a different phase. I've got to put on a brave face and act like everything is okay, but really inside that everything is not okay. I'm on the verge of breaking down. So please also bear in mind that this is a coping strategy that we do as people, and it's not a bad thing, because sometimes we just have to do it because we've got to get through the next phase of life. Sometimes we can't cry. Sometimes we've got to sort out things and then cry later. So please, let's bear that in mind, that a lot of people around us may be really upset and broken inside, like I just said about myself, but they're smiling on the outside. So can we be observant about these things, and not just assume that people are actually okay, because maybe they may not be. And that's why it's important to, regardless of how somebody does come across, it's still important for us to reach out to them and contact them and say hi, da 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 da, you know what I mean, and just have that warm spirit, that open spirit, that loving spirit, that people know that, okay, this person, even if I may not open up, but if one day I do open up, I would open up to them because of the way they've contacted me and been checking up on me. All right, having a journal also. If you like, you can also write down your feelings and emotions every day and see what triggers them. Or you can even write down just a journal. You can say, today I did this, da, 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 and how you felt and these things. Having a journal is quite important, because I think that when you look back, you can even if you look back a year later, how interesting would it be to see the change? And hopefully, I'm hoping that the change will be positive. How great will it be to see that? And then you'll be able to connect the dots to know that this is when I started to progress. This is when I started to not feel lonely. This is what somebody said to me. And because of this word, I really was just basically set free from feeling lonely and sad. So it is okay to keep a journal also. I'm going to end with this lovely, well, it's not a lovely story, but it's a lovely example for where we're going. Now, there was a lady, an elderly lady, there's a story of an elderly lady, and nobody had heard of her or seen her for like a long time. And they were like questioning themselves, like, where is she? Where could she be? And we haven't seen her, and she hasn't been at the local shops, and what's going on? Let's go to the police and, report this case so that the police can inquire. So the police went to the lady's house and they knocked down her door because she wasn't answering. So they knocked down the door, and unfortunately, the lady passed away. Now, they found a journal. They found a journal that the lady had been writing in, and they looked inside the journal. And for the past year, every day, this lady had written in her journal saying, nobody came, nobody came, nobody came. Day 4, nobody came. Day 5, nobody came. Day 6, nobody came. Day 7, nobody came. For a whole year, this lady wrote, nobody came, until the day that she unfortunately passed away. So I want us to bear that in mind, guys. Let's look out for one another. Let's understand that there are so many people for so many reasons that will be feeling lonely and sad. Especially at a time like this, a lot of people will be alone. Some people have migrated. There are so many people in different places and different stages of their life that may be feeling lonely, maybe feeling upset, maybe feeling sad, and we are the answer. Now you can imagine if that old lady had somebody that came in, it would have changed from nobody came to I saw someone today, I was really happy, they bought me this, I saw them doing this. So it's really important for us to be accountable for one another, be observant about the people around us. If you have a thought about somebody in your mind and you're thinking to yourself, chances are it's not your thoughts. I believe that God puts people in our hearts for a reason. So try and follow through with that and check up on the person to see if they're alright, even if you're not close to them. You may have spoken to them last year, you might be messaging them now, but it's fine. There's nothing good that anybody should regret. There's no act of kindness, goodness that any person should regret, because God looks onto that and he's pleased. So I want to just encourage us. I want to just say, like I said already, keeping your word, keeping the Bible, keep praying, keep looking after one another, keep seeking for help. And like I said before when I started the video, please, if you feel as though you've been in a state for a very long time of sadness, of loneliness, please seek for medical help. If you feel like you've exhausted all you've done and you're still feeling, like you can't fix this issue or it's not getting better, please seek medical help and advice. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't want to go on for too long, but make sure you hit that subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you are aware of when I am back online or when I do upload a video. Also comment and like and share. God bless you all. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. I love you all. Like I said, please, whatever you need to write down below, please do. We're all here to encourage and support each other. God bless you all. Be inspired, be encouraged, be blessed. Mwah.